Focus. Architect. Innovate. Enable.
Journeying around the country in search of the brightest marketers that India has to offer, the Lime Parade has reached the financial capital, Mumbai. Hello and welcome to Lessons in Marketing Excellence Season 7. I'm Kuri. Today we are at SP Jain Institute of Management and Research, one of the premier management institutes in the country. In fact, it ranks as one of the top 10 management institutes in India. It has a lot of unique programs on offer, some of them being the Family Planned Management Program. It also has a program like a summer program where the students are allowed to intern with NGOs. Apart from all of that, SP Jain last year won the international marketing competition, the Future Leaders League, which was the first Indian team to have ever won this.
Let's take a look at how the campus has fared online thus far. Finishing third on the inaugural edition, the campus slipped to fourth place in Season 2, bounced back to third place in Season 3, emerged winners in Season 4, finished 5th in Season 5 and a close second last year. Will they manage to take home the trophy this year? Let's wait and watch.
The case study for SP Jain comes from online property portal housing.com. When they started in 2012, it was the first one with a breakthrough technology of allowing consumers to view real photographs and listings through map-based options. Well, the housing market currently is pegged at $121 billion, but it is steadily increasing at 14% CAGR and expected to reach $853 billion by 2028. Currently, 400 crores of that is contributed by the online property market. Now, with this in mind, Housing.com is looking to become the premier choice of consumers looking to buy homes on the online market.
The challenge for the teams is to create a marketing plan for the brand covering the following aspects. Consumer insights. Identify present-day need gaps in home buying which can be addressed by online portals and what can be the deal maker for them to transact online. Communication. What should be the proposition in communication of Housing.com to leverage the above? And marketing mix. Identify vehicles to be used to achieve the desired target.
And now it's time to meet the top teams from SP Jain Institute of Management and Research, and they're all here with me. Yes, please introduce yourselves.
We are team Limax.
Limax, okay, and it's time to meet the next team now.
We are the team Spacers.
Spacers. Alright, so moving on. Yes, next team, what's your name?
We are the Debt Keepers.
The Debt Keepers, okay. And the final team? Okay, so you guys know that you all are here for the team challenge, okay? So this is a time-bound team challenge. Now the case study for SP Jain this year is from Housing.com. So you'll have your props laid out in front of you. Any idea what we're going to make you do?
Building a house?
Building a house out of cardboard.
Yeah.
Will you live in it?
No.
Okay, then why would you build it?
Can be a model.
Perfect. What else do you think?
Probably a dream house.
Your dream house. Can you build my dream house instead? Okay, so yes, you're pretty much on the mark. You can't go wrong with this. It's completely idiot-proof. We've given you certain props. I'm going to give you a time of 40 minutes, which is a long time. If you're done before that, fine. In 40 minutes, you have to build your perfect house. Ready?
Yes.
All right, so build me my dream house. Your time starts now. Alright, so the challenge is done and the first team that's going to be making the pitch is team Limax. Okay, so start now, make it crisp, make it short, make it to the point, sell me my house.
Kuri, since you're one of a kind, your house is also one of a kind. is the perfect mix of smart and traditional, new and old.
You can see the swing where you can just feel the breeze, feel the air when you are free. We have a special helicopter for you, a helipad which will be there, and you can just walk down to the sun deck, which is a wooden sun deck, and take a sun bath whenever you want to.
So, Kuri, what is the biggest problem in Mumbai? There is a problem of space in the houses, right? So, living up to our name spaces, we have introduced the concept of fluid space. So, as you can see, the walls here are movable. So, if you are in a party mood, you can move the wall and make the room bigger. But you want to study and if you need a smaller room, you can actually adjust the walls and make the room smaller. So, the entire house is totally dynamic.
And also in this house, when you are inside, you feel outside.
This is Mumbai, right? Space constraint and everything. So we present to you a 4,000 square feet house with just a 2,000 square feet built up area and another 2,000 on the first floor. There's a small helipad and a nice swimming pool on the deck from where you can enjoy the Juhu beach view. And every evening with your loved one feels like a weekend with your loved ones.
And the final team to make their pitch is Team Iceman 2. So let's see what you have in store for me. It looks very different from all the other teams. Tell me your pitch.
Okay, so we're not just giving you a house, we're giving you a huge eco-friendly ranch. We have a huge house and it's led by a vast long driveway and it opens out to the woods on this side. So you're one with nature there. You can relax in the swimming pool and you have a nice conservatorium with a glass ceiling. Imagine yourself on a sunny day having your breakfast muesli. It's amazing. You're one with nature here. You have your eco-friendly solar panels, so you're self-sufficient. You can go away from the city and just relax in your weekend getaway.
Okay, so we have the results, and first off, let me tell you, SP Jain, you guys have gone over and beyond. We did not expect management students to be so good at arts and crafts, and you guys were like so thrifty. You went and got props and everything. Very, very impressed. Not just me, but the whole team over here. In fact, even your peers are very impressed with the way you all have performed. If you're bringing half this energy to the table tomorrow in front of the jury, you're all going to be winners. With that, it's time to take a short break. Stay tuned. You're watching Lessons in Marketing Excellence Season 7. Welcome back. You're watching Lessons in Marketing Excellence Season 7, and now it's time to meet the jury panel that decides the fate of the teams today. First up, we have Anant Rangaswamy from CNBC TV 18, Renuka Kamath, Professor, Marketing and Chairperson, Postgraduate Executive Management Program from SP Jain, Zaheen Ikhlas, Associate Vice President, Brand from Housing.com, and Shiva Krishnamurthy, Category Head Tea from Hindustan Unilever. Welcome, judges. And with that, it is time to meet the very first team for their executive pitch. I invite on stage Iceman 2.
Our aim is to enable Housing.com to spearhead the home buying differentiable and actionable.
Based on jury scoring and audience poll, the two teams to have made it to the next round are Teams Limax and Spacers.
So the first team making their presentation is Team Spacers. You have 3 minutes on the clock to make your presentation. We will sound a buzzer when your time ends, which will be followed by a Q&A with the jury. Are you ready?
Yes.
All right. So good luck. Put your best foot forward. Your 3 minutes starts now.
Slice View, Housing's online booking tool, gives it a unique first mover advantage to upgrade consumer engagement from searching to buying properties online. After talking to potential buyers and industry experts, we realized that customers face problems like project delays, broker hassle, etc. in offline buying. But they don't trust online sites either for booking their dream home. This led us to our key customer insight: build trust to sell homes. For Housing to build a trustworthy brand, we propose Trust Model, comprising of 5 actionable items. T, for transparency, generate developer ratings, which empowers buyers to take informed decisions. R, for reliability, display lookup hallmarks on all verified listings to enhance credibility. U, for uniformity, ensure uniform pricing and services for all buyers, removing any scope of corruption. S, for simplicity, minimize broker dependency by handling complete logistics like site visits, negotiations, and loan assistance. T, for talk with experts, start video chats for consumers to resolve queries in real time.
Trust model will build customer loyalty, but Indian buyers need some incentive to go online. Hence, we propose group buying. Customers interested in a particular project will join the respective group on Housing's IREF forum. Housing will pre-negotiate with developers to fix a discount gradient that varies as per the strength of the group. Members of the group who book via SliceView will get predefined discounts on their first down payment. A similar model is followed by home buyers combined, who are able to arrange discounts up to 10 to 20% by facilitating groups of 30 to 100 buyers. By adopting group buying, developers get to dispose of their inventory faster, gain time value of money from bulk bookings, and save on marketing expenses. Customers, apart from getting better discounts, also get a sense of security while undergoing the buying process in a group. This dual customer and developer satisfaction will eventually lead to higher commission for Housing.com.
To promote group buying, we propose 3 stages of marketing: create, capture, and sustain. First is the create stage of customer acquisition, where Housing can initiate group formations. We propose installing interactive kiosks in supermarkets and business parks to promote features of SliceView. In India, 1.5 lakh high net worth Indians hold up to $612 billion US. Group buying schemes will attract these individuals looking to buy properties for investment purposes. We propose organizing elite networking meets to target this segment. Second is the capture stage, where Housing can launch group bookings through a limited period online festival. Special offers and deals like lesser upfront cash payment will create a sense of urgency, inducing call for action. Third is the sustain stage, where Housing should keep the buzz going by sharing success stories via digital and traditional marketing channels, which will continue the group buying trend. Hence, group buying can be the next big thing which Housing can leverage to bring a consumer behavior change in the real estate space. Thank you.
Put almost all your energy into just group buying and into only one part of your brief, which is new first homes, their primary target. You haven't looked at the other businesses at all, other revenue opportunities?
Since SliceView is a tool that is used for only newly constructed sites which are going to come. Right. So our aim is here to promote SliceView, hence we are looking at the primary market. And also primary market forms around 8.7 billion market, and the other markets are not that great. So we think that since SliceView gives us a unique first mover advantage which other competitors don't have. We are the only website that allows users to book properties online. Right. So I think this differentiating factor can be leveraged if we couple it with group buying.
Okay. But tell me, in the acronym trust, like you've put it, won't you find all of them except one in a broker? So transparency is probably the only one you may not find, but you would normally go to a trustworthy broker, and when you appoint a broker for yourself, you don't just randomly go, you find out and you do your homework and you trust the broker. So how is this different from offline going to a broker?
As you mentioned, ma'am, the transparency factor is definitely different. Even the reliability thing, because when you go to a broker, there is no way to know that the listing is from it's a verified listing or not. I mean, if you are giving a hallmark on the websites that listings are verified, and then talk with experts. So we are providing expert video chats which consumers can interact on the website. So this will eventually build trust, because I agree that maybe one of the 2 points are there with the broker model also, but combine all these points together, this should be the platform on which Housing should build forward.
Yeah. While you've taken group buying as your lead idea, and you've tried combining SliceView, but what I wanted to understand is how do you actually take a process which is currently also happening, not at a large scale, at a smaller scale. Group buying still exists, and there are websites, as you would have researched, which do that. It does not completely leverage the power of SliceView, which along with this particular idea. So how do you see that?
Group buying, what it will do, it will give a sense of security. If people are buying together, discounts are okay, but a sense of security is a key factor. That if people are discussing on the IRA forum and the discount gradient is there, people are buying together. So that sense of security coupled with discounts, and also the one more point is there that banks and financial institutions also provide lower interest rates on group loans. So that is one more advantage, one more factor that will encourage group buying.
You guys spoke about uniform pricing. Isn't that contradictory with your group buying idea? Because the whole idea of group buying is to give differential pricing, right? So how does that work?
But the thing about group buying is the discount gradient. It will be before the group is launched on the website. The discount gradient will be available on the website. So you can see that if I am coming in a group of 50, I will get this much discount. If I am coming in a group of 100, I am coming to this much discount. So it will be like uniform across all the people, given that the strength of the group is known to you.
With that, it's time now to take a short break. On the other side, the final team makes its presentation and we're going to find out who the champions are right here from SP Jain, Mumbai. Stay tuned. Welcome back. You're watching Lessons in Marketing Excellence Season 7 and we're at SP Jain, Mumbai, and it's time now for the final team to make its presentation. Team Limax, I'll quickly tell you, you have 3 minutes on the clock, at the end of which we will sound the buzzer, followed by a Q&A with the jury. Good luck, best foot forward, all the best. Your 3 minutes starts now.
What makes even the most net-savvy people jittery when it comes to buying a house online? Why can't Housing.com convert its high awareness into action? 38% of the target group perceive and use Housing.com only as a property listings portal. 7 out of 10 people still prefer a broker to buy a house. What is it that attracts them so strongly? 3 days, 9 hours, and 50 consumer stories later, we had our aha moment when we got our big insight. People prefer buying property offline because they feel more assured and in control while dealing with a person.
After understanding what drives this feeling, we developed the break model intended to communicate 5 key virtues, which would position Housing.com to be as good as a person. They are brand trust, responsiveness, active assurance, knowledge, and evangelism. Brand trust will be communicated by introducing consumers to the leadership team of Housing and through initiatives such as Housing With You, which basically stands for the cause of quality, affordable housing for all. Responsiveness is communicated by providing a dedicated relationship manager for every customer and also providing timely updates about projects to customers. Active assurance is communicated by showing how Housing.com works. For those who want to feel the place before buying, we recommend the use of platforms like Georama to show them their future home. Knowledge is the core competence of Housing. This prowess can be used to communicate the right information at the right time. We also suggest that the presentation of data can be made more comprehensible. Evangelism is showcasing the stories of current customers because seeing others do it boosts one's confidence.
We had to weave all these elements together and deliver a memorable message. We thought big, we thought tight, and developed the character of Dalalji Bhai. Dalalji Bhai is a skeptic broker, an anti-hero, voicing consumer silent skepticism somewhat like the grandpa ad of Lufthansa, which resulted in approximately 900 tickets booked on Lufthansa after its launch. Dalalji Bhai brings about the change in the consumer behavior through the plan HBO. Imagine an FB post which reads, "Don't buy a new house without asking him." That's how the His Face introduces Dalalji Bhai through intelligent and intriguing social media-dominated campaign over 3 weeks. Imagine being invited to a Morcha meeting where Dalalji Bhai will critically evaluate Housing.com in front of the most influential bloggers in the country. That's how we create a bang across the 7 cities by conducting and publicizing the bloggers' meets which educate the customer on how to book a house online. Now imagine experiencing the 5 crucial elements of break model through the Dalalji Bhai and actually witnessing a demo which builds a sense of
this works.
Should try.
We capture the leads generated through this elaborate program through the Opera phase, which runs sales events both online and offline over 5 months. 5,000 houses in 6 months. And it's not the end, it's the beginning. Thank you.
Coming to the whole concept of Dalalji Bhai, first of all, he looks scary. Okay, so he looks no different from the brokers that I've been, no offense to brokers, but generally somebody who, he looks a little, so that's just a comment. Of course, that can always be changed, that's not a thing. Housing.com has spent a lot of resources to get the awareness high. The awareness we know is relatively high. Are you expecting Housing.com to now spend a lot more resources on building a mascot or a Dalalji Bhai again? So you're going to have 2 things going side by side. How have you taken that into account?
Yes, ma'am. So majorly, if you see even the budget, we said majorly the campaign would be run on social media. So the expense would be far lesser as compared to a conventional campaign. And secondly, that even pays off because the kind of content which you can deliver on social media is much richer and the kind of engagement you can generate is much higher. So it's a low cost, high benefit engagement kind of campaign, and the character would resonate well with the TG because they view him as an authority figure. You mentioned he looks scary. He was intended to look that way, like an authority figure.
Oh my God.
So I will just add to that. His I should say that we were successful because you said he looks scary, because he is a grey character. He is not a complete black or a white character. That's what we intended.
So that leads me to ask, is he the right kind of character you should have?
So he raises all the questions, and Housing.com, whatever they have already spent on creating so much of trust and brand, they become, so Dalaji Bhai is our anti-hero and Housing becomes our hero in the campaign.
I would spend money on creating a character who's an antithesis of my brand in a category which has a lot of murkiness with these builders, brokers, everyone. Why would I not create a positive character who would disseminate positive information?
So that skepticism is already present in the mind of the customers. So it is, you are just getting it out and addressing that skepticism, and in the end your positive message is coming out that you can book on Housing with convenience in a transparent manner. That message is coming out, and in the end it is about optimism. But for that to happen, for you to get a platform and a stage, that skepticism needs to be voiced.
Why is control a barrier, and what are you guys doing to address it?
So under control we have, during our primary research we spoke to people who said that my broker is available. I can call him up at any time. I know whenever I tell him that something is going wrong, I don't feel right, I have his number, I just call him up. So that is one of the sentiments which we needed to address. So the consumer should feel that, okay, I am in control. I know my money has gone to this person. There is an intermediary here and he is the person I can catch. So as against that, the relationship manager which we proposed, if a consumer knows that, okay, there is a relationship manager with Housing.com and he is the person who is going to be my one point of contact, then I feel a lot more assured and in control. So I just call up Housing.com, I give the name of the person, and I know that, okay, he is there to answer my queries.
Okay, so I have the results. First of all, both of you did fantastically well. So did all the other teams. So big round for them. But there can be only one winner. So let me first tell you what the winning team gets. First of all, they get 50,000 rupees cash prize. They get the fast track route to the pre-placement interview round at HUL. Super stylish watches from Fossil and Lime Hampers. And Lime Hampers as well. So winning all this is, wait, you all get, again, you all were good the first time around. So, okay, I'll get you out of your misery. Winning all this is Team Spacer! A big round for Limax as well. You all did really well. May I request Shiva to please present them with a check of 50,000 rupees, Shiva? For you on this episode of Lime. Join us again next week as the Lime Parade goes to the indulging city of Indore, and we'll see you at IIM Indore. Until then, from the entire team, many thanks for watching.
Focus. Ideate. Innovate. Enable.